Hey everyone, welcome back. Looks like today we're diving into some research on product management as a career path.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Lots to unpack here.
It seems like you're considering this field, maybe even prepping for an interview.
Could be. Or maybe just exploring options.
Well, whatever the reason, we're here to help you figure out if this is the right path, and if so, how to get started.
That's good to me. Where should we begin?
Well, I think it's helpful to start with a clear definition, right? What exactly is product management?
Right, so it's more than just managing products that already exist.
I see.
It's about envisioning what could be, finding those unmet needs, and leading the charge to bring those solutions to life. It's exciting.
I like that. It reminds me of that captain of the ship analogy. I think it was from the Sambhav Solutions piece.
Yep, that's the one.
You're at the helm, guiding the product through its whole life cycle.
Exactly. But imagine the ship hasn't even been built yet.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah. That's where this problem positioning thing comes in. And this is where things can get tricky. It's not just about finding a problem, it's about framing it in a way that sets you up for a successful solution.
So how do you know you're solving the right problem? How do you avoid building something nobody needs?
You've got to validate those assumptions. Say you're building a fitness app. You could start by digging into market research. Are there already tons of similar apps out there? Are there gaps your app could fill?
Makes sense. So you're not just coming up with an idea out of thin air. You're really immersing yourself in the world of the user.
Exactly. You have to understand their pain points, see if your idea really resonates with them. And both of your sources emphasize that having real-world experience trumps a fancy degree when it comes to product management.
True. So have you worked on any side projects, held roles where you got to practice leadership, project management, problem solving?
All those skills are gold to hiring managers.
Speaking of gold, did you see that salary range in the Assambhav Solutions piece? Even entry-level product managers can earn a decent living, and there's plenty of room to grow.
No doubt about it. It's a career path with a lot of potential in terms of impact and earning.
Okay, let's dive into those responsibilities. Customer and market research, we touched on that. What else stood out to you?
Well, once you've nailed down the problem you're solving, you've got to be able to effectively collaborate with all the different teams involved in bringing the product to life.
Right, that's where communication and working cross-functionally becomes crucial. You'll be coordinating with engineers, designers, marketing, sales, everyone.
It's a true team effort to launch a successful product. Imagine you're launching a new feature for that fitness app we talked about.
Okay, yeah.
You'd have to work closely with the design team to make sure the user interface is intuitive, easy to use. Then you'd collaborate with marketing on the best way to get the word out, attract new users. It's about bringing all those different perspectives together.
To create something amazing?
Exactly. And to keep everyone on the same page, prevent things from going off the rails, you've got your product roadmap.
Ah, the roadmap.
Think of it like a detailed to-do list, but for the whole product. It outlines what needs to be done, who's responsible, the timeline. Without it, projects can easily lose momentum.
Yeah, I can relate to that. A good to-do list keeps me sane. Okay, so we've got customer research, problem positioning, collaboration, and road mapping. Anything else essential for a product manager?
Empathy.
Empathy. Tell me more.
You need to understand not just your customers, but also the perspectives of your internal teams, the engineers' constraints, the sales team's priorities, all of it.
That's interesting. The more empathy you have, the better equipped you'll be to navigate all those complexities.
Exactly.
So it sounds like product management needs a really diverse skill set. You need to be analytical, creative, collaborative, and empathetic all at the same time.
Absolutely. It's a challenging role, but that's also what makes it so rewarding. You're constantly learning, problem solving, making a real impact. And it's not just limited to tech either.
That's a good point. These principles apply to any product or service, whether it's physical, software, even something like a financial service. It's about understanding that product lifecycle and guiding it through each stage.
Oh.
So someone's listening to us right now thinking, okay, I'm sold. How do I actually get into this whole product management thing? What advice would you give?
Well, networking is huge, absolutely essential.
Where do you even begin?
You can start attending industry events. Even virtual ones are a great way to connect.
Right.
Reach out to product managers on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Join those online communities, like the Reddit forums mentioned in that Assambhav Solutions article.
And while you're building your network, don't forget about building practical experience.
Exactly. Side projects are where it's at.
I was just about to say that.
Think about a problem that bugs you. Something small even, like a frustrating process in your daily life.
Oh, I like that.
Could you design a simple app or tool to solve it? Even if it never sees the light of day, going through that whole process, the ideation, development, even a mock launch, it's incredibly valuable experience.
Start by scratching your own itch. It doesn't have to be this big, complicated thing.
Right.
It's about exercising those product management muscles.
Getting a feel for the process, and hey, who knows? Your side project could be the next big thing.
Now, let's say you've landed an interview for a product management role. How would you explain your approach to problem positioning?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's one thing to understand it conceptually, but articulating it to impress a potential employer, that's the real challenge.
Exactly.
You want to show off that strategic thinking. Share a concrete example from your past experience, something where you successfully identified and framed a problem. Maybe you spotted a pain point for customers at your old job, or saw a way to improve a team process, whatever it was. Walk them through your thought process.
Okay, so like how you gathered info.
Yes. How did you validate your assumptions? What were the results?
It's about showing, not just telling.
Exactly. Don't just say you're good at it.
Yeah.
Give them a real example that demonstrates those skills in action.
So much good stuff here.
Yeah.
Let's recap for our listener. We've talked about how product management is all about
Yeah.
what?
Leadership.
Yeah.
Got it. Captain of the ship, guiding the vision for the product.
It's a highly collaborative role, too, working effectively across the whole organization.
Strategic thinking is key. You're not just managing tasks, but aligning product development with business goals. And of course, a deep understanding of your customer and the market you're in.
Can't forget that.
Yeah.
But it's not just about being analytical and strategic. You need that empathy, too, right? To understand your users and your team members.
Absolutely.
And a practical experience, that's key. Build that portfolio with side projects, internships, anything hands-on to put those skills to the test.
It's demanding, but so rewarding. You're bringing ideas to life, and those salaries we discussed, well, they don't hurt either.
But as we wrap this part up, I want to leave our listener with a final thought. We've talked about all these amazing skills and responsibilities, all the things that come with being a product manager.
But what's really cool, I think, is that a lot of these skills, they aren't just limited to product management.
Yeah, that's a great point.
It's true. Think about it. This ability to, identify problems, come up with creative solutions.
Right.
And then you've got to rally a team to bring those solutions to life.
Those are super valuable skills.
In any field, yeah, whether you're leading a team, starting a business.
Oh, for sure.
Or just navigating, the everyday. Having that product management mindset can give you a real edge.
It's like a superpower, a meta skill or something.
It is for the 21st century.
Because we're always facing new challenges and new opportunities.
Exactly. So even if you decide that product management isn't the perfect fit,
Right.
the stuff we've talked about today, it's still super valuable.
Absolutely. Cultivating that growth mindset, being open to new possibilities.
And embracing that journey, the continuous learning.
And that brings us back to that final thought you wanted to share.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The one about finding a problem you're passionate about solving.
Exactly. That's the one.
Okay, so what is it? What problem, what keeps you up at night? What frustrates you? What do you wish was different?
Maybe that's the seed for your first product management project,
Yeah.
right? Or maybe it sparks something completely different.
Ooh, I like that.
But the point is, don't be afraid to ask questions, to challenge the way things are, to dream big.
Love it. You never know where those questions might lead you.
That's the truth.
Well, I think we've officially reached the bottom of this deep dive.
It has been a pleasure exploring all this with you.
And to our listener, thanks for joining us today. We hope this deep dive has given you a clearer picture of the product management world.
And maybe even inspired you to take that leap,
Because the skills you learn, they're valuable no matter what.
Wherever your path takes you.
So keep learning, keep exploring.
And keep diving deep.
See you next time.